Welcome to Getting Better Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell notification to get notified anytime we drop a new video. 7 deadly signs of a dysfunctional relationship. In this video, I will show you how to recognize the sign of a rotten relationship before it gets too late. There is nothing more heartbreaking than the sickening feeling of something warm growing cold, something sweet going sour, something supportive becoming destructive, and your source of love and healing becoming the cause of toxic damage. Suddenly, what seems to be working so well is not, like the shiny car you drive off the dealer's lot that collapses down the road in a heap of broken parts. Some relationships are troubled from the start and we know it, but the deeply dysfunctional ones, the ones we get subtly and unwillingly immersed in, that have the potential to shatter our lives, tend to start off smoothly and are often dreaming at the beginning. Dysfunctional relationships have a distressing tendency to grow more and more difficult to escape as they progress, and we adopt and ultimately become invested in maintaining increasingly unhealthy coping mechanisms to survive. Recognizing these 7 signs when they start happening can save you from a world of hurt and help you make an early exit from a relationship you will later regret. Here are 7 deadly signs of a dysfunctional relationship. Number 1. Tedium. You have the same argument over and over again and never resolve it. This is perhaps the most obvious sign that something is wrong. Communication stops working. Agreement on almost anything becomes impossible. You each have different versions of reality, and they collide with the force of a supersonic jet smashing into a nuclear-powered force field. Things you did 2 weeks ago, or 2 months, or even 2 years ago get endlessly rehashed, from the failing to take the garbage out if you live together to not remembering the first anniversary of your second date. There is no end to it. The two of you go at it like boxers in the ring, but there is no final bell, no decision, not even a TKO. You just keep sucking away at each other until one of you falls to the mat with no more strength to stand. Number 2, blame. Everything is always your fault, and I mean everything. Dysfunctional partners avoid accountability like the plague. They twist and turn situations around, revise the narrative, edit out what doesn't serve them, and even gaslight you to make their unhappiness not only your fault, but also your responsibility to fix. Unhappy childhood, you have to replace the love they didn't get. Weak father or mother, you have to become the dragon slayer who rights all the wrongs, real or imagined, that have ever been done to them. Anger management issues, you just need to stop making your partner so upset, which means you have to stop drawing boundaries, speaking truth, expressing your feelings, and being yourself. Number 3, guilt. You are constantly apologizing, even for things you didn't do. Keeping the peace requires you to suck it up every single time. It becomes a joke the way you take the fall for everything, but it's not funny and you begin to feel worthless and ashamed. Your partner's angry reactions become justified, and increasing unreasonable demands become givens, with any resistance viewed as disloyalty and cause for character assassination. The words "I am sorry" escape your lips so many times that you start your sentence with them, even when you know in your heart you haven't done anything wrong. Number 4, tension. When things are good, you are waiting for the other shoe to drop. Use the calm times to address the stuff that happens when things were crazy. You may be reluctant because you want to enjoy the calm times and avoid starting a fight. The thing is, you can never truly enjoy the good periods when you're in a dysfunctional relationship, because these are often infrequent bright spots are inevitably darkened by the fear of bleakness and blackness you know is coming, no matter what you do to prevent it. You try to relax when you're not fighting, on a day when everything seems to go right, or during a conflict-free stretch of time accomplished by you sacrificing every principle, squashing your ego into a tight ball, and stifling every instinct to scream. But you are living in constant, anxious terror of the next confrontation, and what's worst, you have no idea what's going to light the fuse of that bomb. Number 5, uncertainty. You never know who is going to be there when you get home. One night, your partner is sweet, kind, and forgiving. The next, you can do no right. From the moment you walk into the door, the ogre is determined to make you feel like crap about yourself, chop you into little pieces, serve you up for stew, they spit you out with disgust. You live on the edge and you are constantly monitoring your every move, your every word, your tone of voice, as well as taking preventive measures, sometimes involving extreme humbling, unwise spending, or both, to ensure a welcoming reception. You leave work undone and come home early. You spend half your paycheck on a piece of jewelry, or you cook a favorite dinner, hoping all the plates and glasses won't get smashed. Whatever you do, it's a crapshoot. With even odds, you will have the best sex of your life or wish you were living in a quiet monastery or convent as far away as possible from your partner. Number 6. Frustration. Getting even the simple things done is hugely complicated. Despite your efforts, you are always butting heads and can't work with your partner as a team. If you try to lead, you are attacked. If you try to follow, you are never doing enough of the work. Making decisions together is so hard because rationality gets thrown out of the window. Your partner's agenda flows from ego, insecurities, past hurts, and unhealthy needs, while you are A, trying to be practical, B, getting mocked for your suggestion, and C, be told you suck at decision making, and D, all of the above. Even worse is that you eventually give up on trying to make things happen with your partner, and A, assume the burden yourself, B, invent unhealthy workarounds to get things done, C, filled with resentment over everything falling on your shoulders, or D, all of the above. Number 7, hopelessness. You feel like there's a dark cloud over your life that won't go away, a permanent weather system that obscures the sun. This is the saddest feeling of all. You lose your optimism, your light, the sparks that keeps you going. You feel oppressed, and even though you want to get out, you convince yourself that you can't, that this is your fate, your lot in life, that you just meant to suffer. You start to drink the Kool-Aid that your partner is serving you, the stuff about how you were a pretty lousy person before you got together, and you are being trained in how to make someone happy. Never mind that you had a happy, fulfilling friendship and relationship before this one. Your partner has already told you what was wrong with those friends and former lovers, and probably tried to cut them out of your life. Your mission, and there's no choice but to accept it, is to sacrifice yourself to make a miserable person occasionally happy, to stand with your fingers in the dike until it rots from gangrene and falls off, to bear the unbearable, to sustain the unsustainable, and best of all, to like it, to enjoy it, and to be grateful for the opportunity to be with such a demanding person who gives you so little in return. Does any of this strike a chord? Do any of these examples resonate? If the answer is yes, you have gotten yourself into a serious, dangerous situation that threatens your emotional security and leaves you vulnerable to leading a life of codependent enslavement. If any or all of this is happening in your relationship, go get some help. Read some books about codependency, emotional abuse, and type of mental health condition, particularly narcissistic and borderline personality disorder that enables dysfunctional relationships to thrive. Equally important, start believing in yourself, in what your heart tells you is right, healthy, and true. And don't worry about betraying your partner or letting your partner down by telling someone, a friend, family member, or professional, what you are experiencing. Most of all, take the following words to heart. Write them down or type them up and put them somewhere you will see them every day. Getting out is not giving up on someone when staying is giving up on yourself. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome videos like this. Turn on the post notification to get notified anytime we drop a new video. Keep getting better daily and have a nice day.